my views have very much changed on this over time. I can't pinpoint a moment. I can't say there was a particular day or there was, a particular day in which my views crystallized, and they did kind of change over time. So certainly, back as far as 2014, I was on the record as saying that I thought the Eighth Amendment was too restrictive. So that's a good 4 years ago at this stage, if not longer. But I think it's two things. I think it's an element of life experience. Things that may seem black and white when you're a young man in your 20s don't seem so black and white as you get on in life and understand more about the different experiences that people have. And certainly in my time as Minister for Health, because you get this report at the end of the year which certifies the number of terminations that happen, you start to become more aware of some of those difficult circumstances. Yeah, I think just listening to people, listening to the women in my life, my sisters and my mum, all of whom were voting yes, listening to my friends, listening to party colleagues as well. And I suppose what I came around to a view of is that every crisis pregnancy is a hard case. Like, I know we all identify all the time these really hard cases, such as rape, incest, a girl who is underage, some of those healthcare issues. But it's also a hard case, say for example, that you're 17, 18, you're about to do your leaving cert, you're planning on going to college, you're taking contraception, it didn't work, and now you're suddenly faced with a whole different vista in your life. And what's interesting, if you look at the numbers, most women who go to England to end their pregnancies are actually in relationships. About half of them are married, half of them already have kids, and they're often people who already have a family, maybe have 3 kids, maybe one has a disability, maybe their partner's left them, and they're faced with the sudden prospect of having to bring another child into the world. And I better understand why those are hard cases too, which maybe I didn't in the past, and I think people are maybe too quick to judge sometimes. And really what this legislation will allow us to do in that first trimester, in that relatively short period from the time when a woman finds out that she's pregnant and we reach 12 weeks, to say that we trust her to make the right decision for her and also her family.